I gotta tell you the truth, because you are my best friend. And when they slander your name, you know I'm quick to defend.
Okay, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys are here today with me. Okay, so today, if you guys can read, and I'm sure you can, hopefully, we are here because I would like to talk to you about the Jeffree Star highlighters. And then after I give you guys my review and my thoughts, I'm gonna touch on a few things that I'm sure you guys know what's been going on in the Jeffree Star beauty community world. So we will get to that, but first I want to talk about the actual products. I have 3 of them. I have Mint Condition, Ice Cold, and Peach Goddess. I do not have King Tut, and I actually never had any plans of picking King Tut up just because I am extremely fair, and I find that, I'm not saying that it like looks like a whole bunch of other highlighters, no, not at all. I just kind of was looking through my highlighter drawer and I felt that King Tut just wasn't, it just didn't speak to me in that way, and I figured, why would I buy it if I know it's just gonna sit in my drawer? And I know that there are so many people that want to get their hands on these, and I just felt, I would feel guilty for buying it in place of somebody else that would love it more than I would. So that was the decision behind why I don't have King Tut. None of them are in stock right now, obviously. They've been out for a while. The first one that I was able to get my hands on was Mint Condition.
Sweating my balls out. Ball sweat, gross.
Don't have any highlighter on right now. I wanted to do that on camera so that you guys could see how it applied, all that fun stuff, okay? So let's just get right into it. Okay, so first up, let's talk about Mint Condition. This was obviously the last one that sold out because it's green, and I don't think everybody wants to wear a green highlighter, and that is completely understandable. So I find these highlighters to be extremely pigmented. That was just one, like you saw, one little swipe. I mean, people are gonna see these highlights from space. You will be poppin', and I like that. I mean, I have natural highlights for days when I want to have a natural highlight, and I have highlights like this for days when I don't want to have a natural highlight and I want to be beaming like the daughter of the sun. So yes, Hermes? What? Mint Condition is obviously, you know, it's not your run-of-the-mill. I don't have any green highlighters. This one is actually extremely nice on your eyes as well. I've seen quite a few people use it as eyeshadow, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I don't feel like there's any chunky glitters or anything like that. Like, a lot of people have been like, oh no, it's too junky, or it's too chunky, it's too sparkly, and I don't see that. I think it is has a really nice sheen, and it's very reflective. It is really, really in your face, 100%. I will agree with that, but it is not the chunky glitter like I've heard some people say. That's, unless I got a different batch than them, which I don't think has happened, so to me, that's not my experience. So next up is, this is the one that I was most excited about because I don't have anything like this, and this is Peach Goddess. I just think that she is so pretty, and she is so unique, and she's just like the other ones. She's pigmented, she's in your face, she's just shabam. I really like this one, and I feel like you could get away with this one on an everyday basis a lot more than you could mint condition, obviously. Like if you can pull this off correctly if you do have a 9 to 5, as long as you work it and not, you know, have some pink stripes up and down your face, I think you're good to go. This is another one that can be used as an eyeshadow. They all can be used as eyeshadows. Like, these are very versatile that way. You could definitely put these babies anywhere. Alright, and lastly, obviously, is Ice Cold. This is definitely the favorite of the bunch, I think, in the whole release, because it is definitely the most wearable, along with King Tut. So this is something that you could definitely wear to work, pull it off with your everyday makeup routine. It's just, it's so reflective. You look so dewy. You look like a thirsty bitch when you be wearing this highlight. And it's gorgeous. I love the fact that he made a highlight like this, and then he made King Tut for more deeper skin tones. So these really, really pale highlights like this, for really, really pale girls like myself, these are amazing. Honestly, I know there's a lot of shit going on, but I think these are awesome. So you're getting 15 grams of product so you get 15 grams of product, and they are $29 US. So they're about $33 Canadian. As for shipping, the way that I kind of wish I would have taken a picture of how it came to me, like in the box, how they shipped it was amazing. Like, it was packed in really, really, really nice, thick, pink bubble wrap. The box was really, really nice. There was my receipt, a bunch of information in there. Nothing was broken. It was amazing, and I really, really appreciate that. So as for shipping, yes, they shipped it really, really nice. The box looked amazing. My products, all 3 of my products got to me with no issues. It did take a little while to get them. I think it took about 2 weeks from me ordering it. So yeah, it does take a while to get their stuff up to Canada. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in creepily close to my face. This is like nerve-wracking. I don't like you guys being this close to my face with like an HD camera, especially because I'm sweating my balls off. Anyway, I wanted to apply the highlighters on camera for you like I said. I also opened the window behind me because literally I'm sweating so bad, it's disgusting. Let's take the Sonia Kashuk fan brush, and I'm just gonna grab whichever one, and it's ice cold. And see, there you go, so you can see what I got for you. And we'll just dippy that little brush. There is a little bit, or not a little bit, there's quite a bit of, like, you get quite a bit of kickback with these, so you do kind of have to be aware of that. I also took my glasses off, so I like literally can't see anything. So I'm just gonna kind of like, oh, I can feel my face like sweating, so it's like picking up foundation. That's so gross. But as you can see, it's pretty sweet. Okay, next up we're gonna take the Sephora one, and on this side we are going to do, I don't want to put the mint condition one on this side. I want you guys to see this one for a bigger swatch. And this one is Peach Goddess. So I'm going to put this one on this side. Can you see me sweating my makeup off? This is gross. So what I have found that Peach Goddess actually, for whatever reason, and since if I use this one, I don't get as much kickback. And Peach Goddess actually doesn't have as much powder up as the other one does. Ice Cold is the worst one for having tons and tons of like kickback for you. So yeah, this is a little hard to do just because because I'm so sweaty, it's like moving around my makeup and it's like making the brush gross. So I'm just kind of trying to lightly dust it on there, so I'm not taking off all my foundation underneath because I'm disgusting right now. Yeah, it's great. But yeah, I absolutely love this. And last one, we are going to take the little Morphe M438, and we are going to do the mint condition. Mint condition also doesn't have as much kickback as Ice Cold does, but it does still have a little bit. I'll just do it like Ooh, highlight right here. Right where I'm sweaty. There. You can really, you can diffuse it out and like really blend it out more so that it's not so green. But I think people think that they were gonna have like a big green stripe, and that's not the case. It is more subtle, and you can make it more subtle depending on how much, you know, you can take a big rounded dual fiber brush and really work that out, and it looks really, really gorgeous. Okay, so that being said and done, I recommend these highlighters. I think they're amazing. I really, really like them. I don't have any issues with them. I think the packaging is extremely cute. I think you get a really good amount of product for a really reasonable price, and I'm okay with that. That being said, I wasn't gonna say anything about this. I was just gonna kind of, you know, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna do it. But after thinking about it for a while, quite a while, I don't know, a couple weeks, however long this has been going on, I felt like, you know, maybe I did need to put my 2 cents out there. And I've seen videos from girls that are completely bashing Jeffree, like not talking about his products, not talking about the company, just completely bashing him about stuff they may not even understand. That's the thing, right? All these videos that have surfaced, we don't know the whole story. I don't think Jeffree Star is a bad person. I don't believe that he is. I'm gonna use myself as an example here. If someone went back in my life, if someone went back 10 years, I'm 30, if someone went back to when I was 20 and started bringing up videos and different things of stupid shit that I did when I was 20, that would be an extremely long video. Now, I'm not saying that what he did was okay, and I'm not condoning being a racist, obviously, but I don't think it's fair for everybody to sit back and judge someone on some action that he did 10 years ago and has apologized for. You might think that his apology is insincere or that it doesn't matter, but it's funny because before he apologized, everybody was saying, oh, well, he needs to apologize, he needs to apologize. Well, he did, and now, well, that apology isn't sincere. I'm not gonna accept that apology. Well, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I think people are being extremely unfair, and they're taking things out of context. The whole video circling where he said he's gonna throw battery acid on the girl, or, you know, he's using racial slurs, yeah, that was extremely immature, and those things should not have been said. But it's not like it was something that he actually said in real life. Does that make sense? It was in a satire video. I mean, people have to not... I feel like society has gotten so PC lately that nobody can have an opinion, nobody is allowed to say anything without someone jumping down your throat and then calling you a bully and then bullying you for being a bully. See what I mean? Like, if I can have an opinion, I have a right to an opinion, and if I want to say something, I can say that, and people need to take a step back and think before they start, you know, completely jumping on a bandwagon that they really don't know anything about. I don't know Jeffree from a fucking hole in the ground, and I'm not sitting here defending his actions. That's not what this is about. I'm sitting here saying that people need to realize that nobody is perfect. Nobody. And I mean, shit happens. You say stupid shit when you get mad. If I could take back so many things that I've said when I was mad, and someone could bring that up and people would hate me for it, and that's not fair. And I don't like the whole thing where, well, it was 10 years ago, but people don't just say that. People don't change. Yes, they do. People change every day. I am not the same person I was when I was 20 years old, and if you know me personally, you know that that could not be more true. So for all the people saying that no, he's still a racist, bigot piece of shit, you should maybe stop and, unless you're perfect and you have never done anything wrong, you've never thought any racist thoughts, you've never said a racial slur as being funny, never ever ever, you live in a big glass house and your shit don't stink, then fine. Have at her. But everybody else that's people, everybody else that we've all made mistakes, everybody else needs to sit the fuck down. Now, the other thing, the other thing I wanted to point out to people, because there were a lot of people saying that they didn't want to support a company that was run by someone like Jeffree. They didn't want to support a company that, you know, had bad, you know, oh, he's a bad person, I don't want to do that, this is wrong. I would never support a company that does those types of things. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you guys this. Alright, so you don't want to support evil companies. You don't want to support companies that you don't agree with what they do. You don't agree with their actions. Okay, fine. I totally get that. Nobody really wants to support an evil company. So I'm here to say that because you don't want to support Jeffree, you probably don't support these other companies as well. So you don't support Monsanto, right? Have you bought any corn? Or anything with corn in it, because corn is in everything. You've supported Monsanto. They are one of the most evil companies ever. They have a patent on seeds, Roundup Ready seeds, which means you can't replant those seeds. You have to buy new ones every single year. I'm not gonna go too far into Monsanto. If you want to know more about them, you can go look that up yourself. But you need to think about the other companies that you support, that before you start, you know, singling out somebody else for making a mistake 10 years ago. What about Walmart? Do you go to Walmart? You do? Alright, well, let's talk about Walmart then. Walmart is, you know, they like running sweatshops in China. They've been charged with, I believe, 250 cases of hiring illegal workers to clean their stores at night, locking them in there, not letting them go home. And then there's that small thing where they were trafficking humans. So Walmart has a seafood company that is one of their suppliers, and it's called Patana Seafood Company, and it's in Thailand. So the workers paid recruitment agents large sums of money to work, which after they took away their passports until they were able to pay the debt off. If you look up the definition of human trafficking, that's in there.
But who cares? That's just human trafficking.
Alright, let's talk about Smithfield Foods. Do you like bacon? Do you like pork? They are the biggest supplier of pork in the United States. They package 6 billion pounds of pork every year. Or that many pigs produce about 26 million pounds of shit. Literal shit. So what do they do to get rid of that shit? You gotta get rid of that, right? That's bad. That's like methane. You gotta do something about it. So what does Smithfield do? Okay, so the pigs are packed into these they're packed into these little things, little barns, whatever you want to call them, and there's big slits on the floor, and all that shit falls down to the floor where everything trickles outside from massive amounts of pipes into an open air pond. You know what else? Those pigs are injected with antibiotics, insecticides, and a bunch more chemicals that all end up in those ponds. The ponds that are so toxic that if somebody falls in, they will be dead before you can save them. I'm not even kidding. That's an actual thing. You don't believe me? Everything will be linked below. Now, you might say that I'm just saying that because I'm vegan. I got some. So how did they get rid of millions of pounds of liquid chemical infused pig waste? They spray it into the air in a mist so that it drifts off their property and becomes someone else's problem. Someone else's problem that's filled with hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, methane, and over 100 other toxins. Those toxic gas, oh, what do they, yeah, oh right, bronchitis, asthma, neurological damage. But Jeffree Star made a racist comment like 10 years ago, so fuck that bastard. But I'm gonna go cook some bacon. Bacon. So, if you think that I'm ragging on Smithfield because I'm a vegan, no. Let's talk about Chiquita banana. There you go. So let's talk about Chiquita banana. I love bananas. I eat like 5 a day. They're amazing. Just so you don't think I'm being biased, I'll talk about veg. Nope, I'll talk about fruit. Banana is a fruit. So, okay, in 1928, Chiquita banana had a strike on its hands. So they're Colombian workers in Colombia. They wanted better working conditions. You know, that's okay. If you want better working conditions, yeah, that's okay. That's something that you're allowed to ask for, correct? Would it not be just a common courtesy for your bosses to just give you at least a good workplace? No, it's not. So yes, that did suck for Chiquita banana. So what do you think they did? So they brought the government in. They put up turrets, which are sweet guns on like a tripod. And what did they do? Oh, they killed all of the people that were striking. Oh wait, you think that's it? No, there's a lot more. Chiquita banana is evil as shit. So in 1954, the Guatemalan president implemented a labor code that would take 40% of Chiquita banana's land away. So rather than taking the losses and, you know, giving up 40% of their land, what did they do? Oh, I remember. They initiated a coup. They initiated a coup d'etat to overthrow the government that ended up being 36 years of civil war for the Guatemalans that killed about 200,000 civilians. But Jeffree made a racist comment and got upset because someone grabbed his dick, which he has every right to get upset about. Someone grabbed my dick. If I had a dick, I'd probably kick her in the face too, and you guys would probably be upset as well. What do? Say, oh, sorry, grab my dick, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care if his dick was even in her face. Do you know what you sound like when you say that? You sound like when a rape victim gets raped. Well, she was wearing a short little skirt and she was acting kind of slutty, so she probably deserved it. That's what you sound like. And that is disgusting and pathetic. I don't buy bananas from Chiquita banana because they are evil. That's a company that I don't want to support. These are companies that I don't want to support, not someone that made a mistake. Maybe you should think about the things and do a little research before you watch a video and you jump on a bandwagon. I would be interested to know what people think he should be doing in order to make everybody happy. That's the thing. If you try and make everybody happy, you end up pissing off way more people. So I think people should just probably move on and find bigger and bigger things to cry about, because this is definitely not one of them.